Hello and welcome to the show. Today I am being a mechanic once more, however, working on some rather different vehicles, as this is Train Mechanic Simulator. Yes, made by, I believe, the same people that made the Car Mechanic Simulator series. We're going to, work on some massive trains. A big thank you to the developers for sending me a code to this one, so I get to play it a little bit early. I believe it's out at the end of the month. I've done a couple of tutorial kind of missions just to try and get past them. This game does some interesting things, actually. So, we are kind of in familiar settings. It's a slightly different workshop. In fact, can we get up? Hold on a second. We must go and explore something. I've just seen some stairs. Can we get up here? Are we going to have invisible? No, we're not going to have invisible walls. Haha! We can walk up along here. Can we play with the crane bit? No. Oh, there's stairs over this side as well. That's disappointing. Not much to do up there, but we can get up there. Yeah, kind of vaguely familiar workshop, as you have got various bits and pieces to do. However, rather than just kind of having one workbench to repair stuff, you've now got an electrical workbench for electrical parts, a mechanics workbench for, well, mechanical bits, and a hydraulics workbench. So there's kind of three different categories of parts. You will notice, though, that there isn't really a train for me to be fixing in here. Now, sometimes the trains will be delivered to you. Sometimes you have to go and get them, which I believe, if we press M, we'll bring up our job... Oh, no, not M, not our job order. We actually just want to click on the work order on the table. My bad. Rather than the phone calls that you get, you have to go over to this table. It says the main railway station informed us that a locomotive pulling passenger cars has not arrived. We've got to go find it. We've got to go find whatever happened to this train, probably bring it back and fix it, or we might just have to go and recover it and take it to its destination. I don't know. We're going to go and exit from the garage. Yes, we want to leave the garage. And then we will go and find the train. So rather than kind of having like the testing areas where you went to go and, drive the cars around and so on, this one, oh, it's a derailed train. You know what happened to it then. You said find what happened to it, not go and recover the derailed train. This is my train. I don't know if you can change or customize, upgrade your train at all. Has that got a crane on the back? Oh, do we get to use the crane? Oh, this could be an exciting mission to have chosen rather than just fixing up parts. Right, so it says find the derailed train near the coast, E4. So around over in the the coastal area. Fairly straightforward, actually. So we set off with our train, and then it comes up with a whole bunch of menus that we've got to try and figure out what the bloody hell we're supposed to be doing. I think it's that one there, Eastport. Yeah, so that shall now take us along around by the coast. Now, as far as sort of train control-wise goes, it's hardly riveting stuff. There is forward, there is decrease. You can slam on spacebar if you're going too fast and going to hit something, but it doesn't. You seem to be able to get around corners flat out and not derail. You kind of got to pick and choose your routes. You've got to control the slidings. Is that the correct train terminology? That's kind of the main aspect of the drive. I wasn't expecting this. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was going to be trains in a workshop, but no, there is actually a whole travel around, recover trains. You've got to take trains to the right sort of workshops. You get three kind of workshops. There's a diesel... The diesel one is what we're working at the moment. There's an electrical one. Oh, I think I spy. There's a thing. Brake! Brake! Before we crash into stuff. And there we go. Oh, we do get a crane mode. This is good news. Right, okay, so it's going to reset us into a proper position then. Okay, so we can go... Oh, that's cool. Right, so we want to be going... that way. We want to be going that way, and then we want to be going that way. Now, I don't know where on earth I'm hooking onto for this. Do we just sort of... Ah, that's where we're hooking onto. Okay. This is going to have to be one hell of a crane, I will be honest here. So we'll stick that out. And... down there. Okay, and now I guess we're going to pull it back a little. How on earth are we ever going... Ah, of course, I was going to say how on earth are we ever going to drop this down far enough, but there is line, so over here... Aha! That's how we do it. Oh, that's a little bit too far across, so if we go and scoot it that way, and see... Now, how on earth am I going to orientate the train... Orientation of the train... Oh, I thought it orientate the train with respect, and I don't know why my brain read that. Now, we want to go up, which is QE. Oh, this is the lightest... Either this is the lightest train in existence, or this is the strongest crane in existence. It could be either way. Right, oh, no, we've kind of just dumped it down again. We want A and D. That's the wrong way. We want to rotate it that way. Ah, okay, I kind of see how it works now. So we want to probably... No, that's the wrong one. I'll remember the... Okay, W. We want to put it further away from our train. Right, okay, so the ghost isn't where it wants me to put it. That's where it is in respect to the train line. Essentially, that's where the train's going to end up from the crane. I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. Right, so we keep pushing that further. Come on. Keep going. Oh, is that as far as it goes? Okay. I mean, that does mean we're going to kind of drop it on our face at the moment. Okay, now, we need to twist it. No, not that way. How do we rotating an object with down here? Yes, that's working. Okay, so now I've got things in the green, so now we just need to drop. How do I drop it without dropping it on my face? No, that's the... right, okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. That's the... I'm getting distant, I'm getting my controls a little bit confused. So we drop that down. This is the janky... This is not exactly pristine levels of... It's kind of janky dropping train on it. Oh, there we go, and there's a little bit of help towards the end there. Well, there we go. Oh, we're kind of going backwards. No train, bad train. Eastport thing needs to... That one there needs to swap, so then that will bring us around there, and then we will kind of circle around. We'll have to change one of the things a little bit closer to home, and now we drive everything back again. Yeah, honestly, I was not expecting to have kind of a whole train driving and sort of recovery mission thing to be doing. It's a neat addition. It's a very neat addition to this. And that's kind of why these simulator games good fun. It's kind of why, you know, Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator are fantastic, because there's all sorts of little details around and things for you to going and doing, etc. And yeah, by giving us the, you know, it's not the most complicated of missions of bits and things to be doing so far, at least. I don't know how much more in depth things will get further down the line. However, it's just nice to have this stuff as something else to do, rather than just, you know, permanently in the workshop doing stuff. You actually got to go out and explore the little world and so on a bit more. It's quite neat. We also have a very, very noisy horn. I should probably put on the brakes because I don't know where I'm going here. I've been just kind of whizzed through. Is it that one? That's the one we want to swap, and then I think we're good to go because I think everything is just straight in. Right, just minor panic averted. When you know where you're going, when you've got used to the area a little bit more, panic ground to a halt. That was me panicking a little bit. This ground us to a halt. When you got used to the area a little bit more, I'm sure it'll be your second nature trying to navigate your way around here. For me, it's a little bit more difficult. But so this is my second time out in the train. That's it. Second time out. I think it's the fourth job through. Kind of the career mode. I don't know if it will open up later on. I kind of working on the assumption that it might open up to. You can kind of choose what jobs you want to do and so on. As far as I'm aware, there's not owning of trains, but I'm nowhere near far enough through to know anything like that. We will just whiz into here. Don't really have to worry about slowing down. Once you've got into the green area, it'll set the thing up for you to go and then work on it. So, off to the repair shop we go. Loading times aren't too bad, actually, on this one, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the loading screens don't desync all of the recording like they often tend to do. Oh dear, so there's lots of things broken with this one. If you've played the car mechanic simulators, the way the jobs work are fairly straightforward. Sometimes jobs will come in that will tell you exactly what it is that's broken. In this one, it doesn't, so we've got to go around and find the parts. At the moment, all of the stuff I've kind of been working on has been the... they call them the trucks, essentially sort of the wheels and the suspension-ish area of the vehicles. I haven't actually got to work on the engines at all. They're in there somewhere. There we go. Look at that. Giant engine. Yeah, I haven't had to work on those as of yet. Now, the game is still very much a case of spot the rusty part and that'll be alright. And seeing as I don't really know what I'm doing with any of this, spot the rusty part is the game we're going to play. I have found myself using the testing mode a lot more in this, simply because I don't really know what I'm looking for. So we can tell that both of those are pretty knackered. Both of them are pretty, pretty dead. Is there any extra rusty bits? So there were 6 bits we were looking for. The drive gears look okay. What about wheel axle? Shall we test wheel axle? No, that's fine. That's in the green. Let's go around and look at the back as well, because I think it's on both ends that there are problems. I spy rusty bits once more. Testing mode, we want to go into that. Yeah, so both the engine mountings for all of this are very, very buggered. Now that was only job order. Right, so that's 4 out of 6 bits that are broken. Appears that the problem is damaged engine mountings in both trucks. Is there another part then that can be damaged? I don't know what else I'm looking for here. There's no like rolling road to go and put the damn thing on, so you can't really go and yeah, do that. I'm guessing there's another kind of part to this engine mounting that I'm not testing properly here, because there's obviously one electric motor. Aha! So them are probably the bits. Ah, okay. So that needs electric motor mounting on that end. Is that so? Hold on. Let me go back to job order. Right. So they're the bits that need doing. Right. So now we go into the disassembly mode. Played any of the car mechanic simulator games, this will be immediately familiar. These are relatively easy ones to get out. Slightly different sort of order. You've got to sort of double click to get stuff to then go into disassembly mode. And then we can get this bit out here. Relatively simple, apparently, to get the mounting bracket thing out. And thankfully don't have to worry. Again, it's simplified in as far as parts go in many ways. Get over that end, thank you. So yeah, you don't have to worry about taking out mounting things and stuff falling down. It's, again, very much along the lines of the car mechanic simulator games. We will get that. That is about the most bolts I've seen on anything on here. One of the things I was going to say is that certainly all the parts that I've worked on before are relatively simple. You know, when you're working on some of the car stuff, it might get more technical as we get into other trains. I haven't got that far yet. Certainly with these diesel trains, there has been a lot of bits that are to sort of immediately remove, and you have to remove like one thing to get to a lot of the innards. Now that might be the way trains work. I've never worked on a train. I've never seen the mechanics of a train particularly, but yeah, there's a lot of fairly straightforward just click and remove. Those ones actually had a lot of bolts on for stuff to remove, but there's a lot of stuff that's just a single bolt and doesn't have to have other parts taken off. You don't have to disassemble half the train to get it a bit. Now I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah, some of the jobs are quite straightforward. Admittedly, you know, on car mechanic simulator, some of the jobs are relatively simplistic, but there we go. Right, we'll get rid of these, and then over there. No, oh no. Do these need to come out? I mean, these will need to come out. Do these need to be replaced? Oh, I don't actually want to be in that mode. I want to be in testing mode. No, okay, so this end they are perfectly okay, but we have got to get rid of them to get... Oh, got to get rid of them to get the other bits out. Yeah, this single mount has got more bolts on it than the entire train's brake system. I think one of the very first missions I did was to get to take out the brakes, and it is 2 bolts, and you've got the brake caliper and all the brake pistons and so on out. 2 bolts. So 2 bolts on each wheel, or on each corner of this, and yeah. Oh, good old mechanic simulator games. There we go. And we've got the last of our brackets mounting things out, and then it is off to our little repair table to see what we can do. Now, money is done a little bit differently on this game. Unlike car mechanic, where you have all of your money, you start off with a set amount of money, and you have to use that money to kind of buy parts, etc. Trains are very expensive to repair. So if we go job order here, you will see the moment it doesn't... Okay, we'll have to look at the cost of order when it's completed because it's currently showing up a little bit funky. But basically, parts are horrendously expensive. So if we go on here, now we want to try and repair bits as and when we can. Now, we don't need to worry about the motor mounting brackets at the front because they're irrelevant. Now, we might be able to try and repair those. So chance for success, 100%. Yes, it's going to cost us some money to do, but that's kind of all to go in with the finished order. Engine mounting, that will have 66% chance of success. I'll go for it. Again, if we break the part, yeah, part is fully functional. If we break the part, then we will just have to go buy a new one. When it starts getting down to like 6 and 5%, these are probably... Oh no, I'm surprised actually that's still at 66% chance. You can improve your percentage chance of repairing stuff by upgrading the workbenches. Okay, obviously my ability to repair these is pretty good. My luck is apparently quite good. I shouldn't say that. Don't say that. I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. It's not going to work this one, is it? Oh, okay. Fantastic. And you... 100%. Well, that has gone swimmingly well. We haven't had to buy any new parts. Now, the cost to do the actual repair, there's a little bit of cost involved in that. So you do risk losing a bit of money by repairing them and then, of course, breaking them. Right, so we will go put these in here. Now, as far as I know, I haven't come across anything that hasn't been repairable yet. There might be bits that wear out, like even the... What are these things here called? I'll have to just scroll over them a minute. Like spring... of some sort. There's a much more technical name for them. Steel and rubber springs. There we go. Like, even them, they are perfectly repairable. Again, there is a percentage chance for doing it, but yeah, as far as I can tell, everything is repairable at their various workshops. Again, may well vary when it comes to the later trains, the electric and the steam trains on here. Oh, God, yeah, we want that one there. Come on. Little bit, like, I kind of just want to, when you've got so many bolts to do up, I kind of just want to get going immediately. It's a little, I'm not quite sure I like the slight delay it takes for me to get going. There is a perk, much like Car Mechanic Simulator, there is a perk to have faster doing up of bolts, which I might actually go and buy now. I wasn't too worried about it when we were having the stuff that's like 3 bolts and it's all undone, but when we've got this bloody many, it's going to be really useful. I don't know if there are, let's go and have a look. We've got improve the workshop, so... there are multiple levels of it, so we can improve that, and there we go. So, yeah, the kind of the cash that I get for completing jobs isn't used for buying parts, it's only used for buying upgrades, which I'm not sure I like quite as much. Kind of makes sense in that, you know, yeah, this sort of stuff would be very expensive. The mechanic themselves wouldn't be paying for the components. However, it does kind of detract from the overall, I think a little bit from the overall thing. There's less incentive for me to, you know, massively try and conserve money or really care about the money in this game. We'll select that one over there as well, and then we'll get this bit, get this bit finished. I guess, you know, if there isn't, as far as I can tell, there isn't owning of trains. There's less real, almost purpose, perhaps, to the currency in this. You'll just upgrade the workshop so you can make money quicker, and that's kind of about it, really, on this. Come on, we'll get this train finished, and then it'll be working. And I love that the train fell over. The train derailed. It was a fairly... I mean, admittedly, it did also say it was carrying passenger carts, and I don't know where they went in the falling over. Did the train fall over? The train... I say fall over. Did the train derail and the passenger carts just carry on? What happened to all the people? There are many unanswered questions in this one. I've got to try. My initial thing was that, well, this train fell over and the only things that were broken were the engine mountings, which is quite impressive strength from the vehicle itself, but now I'm wondering what on earth happened to everybody else. Anyway, that's the train done. That will be this order complete. And now, I say there's less importance of currency, and I don't really care so much. By doing the job for less money, in fact, this job is actually a bad example of the money. So the estimated cost of the order was only $8,000. We did it for $5,800 because I repaired the parts rather than buying new ones. Apparently, the engine mountings aren't particularly expensive. I've had some jobs that were like $80,000 because it was like drive gears and so on, and they are very expensive parts. And because this is all sort of done within essentially the company money, yeah, I kind of just don't care so much about the currency. So your fun from this game will come with, you know, how much do you enjoy tinkering around with, you know, trains, stuff that you might not, you know, let's face it, a lot of people watching this video will have absolutely no idea or will have no experience of working with trains. When it comes to Car Mechanic Simulator, sure, I mean, I have experience with fixing up cars, and a lot of people may well. However, with this, it's something completely different to try and explore around. I don't know how long it takes to progress. Oh, okay, so now we have started getting options. So we have locomotive was damaged during transporting goods. The rear truck is damaged and requires urgent repair. We've got something like on the tracks. The front truck is broken. Stopped on the tracks and can't move, so the problem with the traction motors and so on. That one there we've got to go and rescue. If one of these... I don't know if one of these is going to turn up or whether we're going to... this one here will turn up, so then we can go and carry on. I quite like the idea of having to go out to rescue vehicles. That is a really neat touch. And when we get a new car mechanic simulator, or maybe even for an update, you could have like a little city. Admittedly, that would be quite a big update, let's face it. A little city and a tow truck, you have to go around and recover vehicles. That's really neat. I think that's a really neat. It is much easier to do it with trains when you only have to worry about tracks to go around, etc. But yeah, an interesting game. I think that, much like, again, I'll compare it to car mechanic simulator because it's essentially a similar thing. But much like that, this is a game that I'll probably enjoy just sort of playing for an hour or two and just kind of turning your brain off. It's a great relaxing game to explore some different vehicles. I'll probably work my way through it, try and get up to steam engines, the electric trains, and yep, show off some of that stuff. What were we even supposed to... I didn't even pay any attention to what on earth we were supposed to be doing with this one. Make necessary repairs to the truck assembly. Remember to check all the relevant elements that could be damaged. This one actually doesn't look too bad, does it? So this all looks relatively in sensible shape. Maybe it's the back then that's wrecked. Yes, that looks quite rusty. There we go. We've found your problem over there. It is, yeah, relatively rusty. As far as, if we go to the tablet, so as far as kind of parts go, this is showing parts only for the diesel engines. Now, the diesel trains... pretty much all. They change colour, but the basic design is pretty much the same. I don't know about the steam. Again, don't know about the steam and electric trains. I'm kind of working on the assumption that there are only three. That there is, you know, one diesel, one to work with, one electric, and one steam. I could be wrong. I've only seen this particular one. If we have a look at the work orders, yeah, they're all showing up as the same train visibly at the moment. Oh, I guess there are 25 work orders to go through. I don't know if once you've completed it, then you just kind of free reign to play for as long as you like. Possible. Again, we might probably find that out in time. But certainly, yeah, as a nice time killer, as a nice relaxing game to play around with the workings of a train, I am liking it. There might also actually, be 25 jobs just on the diesels before we move on to the next type of train. I don't know if I'd drive over to the other garages. Maybe if we... drive over, I can't actually show the map from in here, but maybe if we drive over to the other workshops, you can just start working straight away. Shall we go? Okay, we're going to finish off. We're going to finish off. Rather than faff about taking off a million bolts of this, we're going to go for a drive. Does not cry turn down tail. She wants to leave the garage. Yeah, we'll come back to you. Don't worry about it. We will go and have a look. Drive into the electric workshop. It might not let us, but we will go and find out. We'll also go... I think we can only go 60 kilometres an hour, to be fair. I think that's as fast as I've got the train and about as fast as we can get it. Where is our other... Oh, they're all... Bloody hell, where are they? That's a steam engine one. Ah, the electrical depot is over there. Let's go and race off towards the electrical depot. I'm kind of tempted to try and see if I can derail this train. However, I have been going flat out around tight turns previous, and it didn't work in the slightest. So, I'm not really holding out a huge amount of hope that we can derail the train. Because, yeah, we can only go 60 kilometres an hour maximum. I'd like to be able to kind of customise and modify this train. That would be quite a cool thing to do. Let's have just a little scout around. Is there... No, there is just depots. There's not like a shop that we can go and visit to modify our train. Right, so Eastport, there, we want to go that direction, so that then, yes, I think that's all. So South Electric Depot is the one that we need to change next. I think we're all good to head around here. Yep, we'll just wait for that to pop up as an option for something that we can change here. Oh no, I'll tell a lie, we're up to 70. Look at the train go. It is going faster than I was expecting. Oh, maybe it doesn't let us go. Maybe we've not unlocked it yet. No. Maybe we do actually have to play through the game. God damn it, I was trying to be cheeky. It's not going to let me do it, is it? Because I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't let me do it. Oh. I want to go over there. No. There's nothing I can do. Well, we're going in that direction, unfortunately. I wonder if we turn around. No, because that one there is probably not going to let us change it either, is it? Well, we're going on a little bit of a... Let's have a look, see if we can get the steam engine depot. Just in case. You never know. You'd never know. Power again. We need all of our diesel power here to try and see how fast we can maybe go. There is a bridge around. Oh, that's the bridge. The steepness of that bridge is incredible for a train to go over. I'd like to hit it at 70 miles an hour. I'd like to hit it at 70 miles an hour, see if we can send a train flying. But I somehow doubt it. The map that we're going around seems interesting enough. There is, yeah, plenty of... Yeah, it doesn't let us change. It's not letting us go to the steam depots at the moment. Right, we'll have to play through and unlock that stuff later on. Yeah, the map's not massive, but there's a decent amount of variety of places to go and... I say to go and see, to go and drive through briefly. Hey, look at that, 70 kilometres around the corner. No problems for our mighty train. But... oh, crap, I think I'm still going the right way. I don't even know where I'm going anymore. Nope, I've gone the wrong way. I've made a giant balls up there, but... Well, I guess we can go hit the bridge now at 70 and see what happens. I'm guessing we're not going to get train airtime. And if we did get train airtime, things will go really, really badly wrong. But let's go and find out. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. This is a crazy steep. It looks crazy steep to me anyway for a train. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. For I want like 20 carriages and hit that at 70 to see what would happen. But there we go. Yeah, let's look at Train Mechanic Simulator. I think it's yeah, a pretty interesting game. It's just one of those you have to play and relax, and I look forward to finding out how the steam trains and the electric trains and so on go further down the line. However, that is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching as we whiz our way through. Oh, one more thing before I go. There is an interior view of the train. None of the buttons do anything. Oh, they do something. Wait, what? I swear I pressed around with these and they didn't do anything before. So the braking does. Does the throttle do stuff? Okay, I don't know what that button does. I apologise. There is buttons in here that do things. There's not a huge amount of them. The throttle buttons and levers and so on do actually work. That's reverse. Okay, that's how it works. Does the horn... the horn works. Okay. I am, again, pleasantly surprised by the level of detail that's going on here. Yeah, you can kind of control little bits from inside the train if you so wish. But you'll still have to control... Actually, I don't know how you change the signals when you're in cockpit mode, because I can't move the mouse pointer to look at them, so let's just hope we're going the right way. Yeah, surprising levels of detail from this. Maybe not the greatest variety of trains, but... yeah, an interesting game. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.